Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/Surviving Infidelity, where OP's wife is now demanding money because she's broke. Let's begin. My soon-to-be ex-wife moved in with her affair partner. Posted by Reddit user Ken Cinder.
I've tried writing this countless times. There's just so much to it all. I could probably write a 3-part movie script and it's ridiculous. Wife asked for a separation out of nowhere last May after a girls' night out coming home at 3 a.m. and went from us talking earlier that day where she assured me everything was alright between us to a monster from there on out. Relationships aren't perfect, neither am I, and things had been off between us for a bit. No abuse, just what I considered usual rough patch stuff. She had thrown out the D word many times during our marriage over petty things, and I would fix things even if I had done nothing wrong. I asked her to go to marriage counseling. She refused and said she had made up her mind and just wanted to be happy, and assured me there was nobody else. That was a lie. I would soon discover she had been carrying on with a guy behind my back. An emotional affair at the very least with sexting, and her best friend had been helping hide it and encouraging her. I won't get into all the crazy stuff that happened, but I did the pick-me dance while she verbally and emotionally abused not just me but our kids. Accused me of cheating in front of the kids and told them I was seeing other women. Told them I was abandoning them when I drove the 16 hours back home to visit friends and family for support for a week. My oldest daughter and son left while I was away, and they were called horrible names by her, and she took our son's things to his friends and threw them all over their lawn. A month before she was supposed to move out in August, she tells me she misses me and that she's not that kind of girl, and that she told affair partner it was a mistake and wants to work things out with me. Idiot me still loves her more than anything and agrees. She still wants to move out because we need space from each other after everything, but tells me and the kids we are going to work on it and go to therapy. One therapy session is all we get, and I learn 2 weeks after she moves out that she is still seeing her affair partner. I snap and contact the affair partner and tell him I'm divorcing her for adultery and he can have her. She retaliates by filing bogus domestic violence charges, which has my kids calling her crazy, and my youngest up till 2 a.m. pulling her hair out saying she hates her mom. I had threats via email and text that got the charges dropped. She has hidden her relationship with the affair partner since she left until recently, and she's moved in with him and introduced our youngest to him. She barely sees the kids, has zero involvement in their day-to-day lives, and does nothing to support them. I'm now filing for divorce for a second time after a bunch of games with her wanting to protect affair partner via a separation agreement, where I basically shut my mouth and she signs over the house, and then switching up to not honoring our separation agreement and wanting money out of the house cause she's broke. I just want this over and to get on with my life. She's dragged the divorce out and has whined to me she's having a hard time and barely sleeps yet lives with her affair partner. I no longer care about her at all, and she acts like any poor me should register. I don't know if I'm ranting or just getting it out or what. It's been terrible for my kids, they all know, and she spends way more time with her affair partner than her own kids.
OP, you kept trying to fix things even though you did nothing wrong. Hopefully you learned from this. What you did is not standing up for yourself. That is not fighting for your marriage. That is just pathetic, simping behavior, and it will always lead to disrespect.
Why are you still here?
Yes, being accommodating in a relationship is important, but enabling bad behavior and not upholding your boundaries when it is required only makes a relationship go down the shitter. Take this lesson to heart. Cut all of the unnecessary contact with her and just focus on your children for now. They will need a lot of therapy. And now for today's second story. My girlfriend cheated on me. We broke up and now we're back together. Why did you guys got back together? Did she got pumped and dumped and you were stupid enough to take her back?
My girlfriend and I have broken up after 10 years. This is so incredibly difficult, I really don't know what to do. I sat her down, told her I wanted more, that I wanted to get married and go through life together. Unfortunately, she said she didn't know what she wanted. She wasn't sure if she wanted to get married, that my love for her was more than her love for me. What the fuck does that even mean? After 10 years of memories and love, why would a person say that? I don't know what's next for me. I am so sad and scared. I just wanted to get married. Thanks for listening. Now for OP's first update. My heart hurts so much. After 10 years of love, how does a person just stop loving you? How do you go from talking every day and making plans, even picking baby names, to strangers? I know time heals all wounds, but this wound feels so incredibly deep. She took a piece of my heart and I wish I can have it back. Now I'm here in bed incredibly sad, replaying memories in my head that make me cry. I've never felt more devastated in my life. I know you guys out there hurt too. I wish that the love I have for her would just go away, and still I want her to be happy even if it's not with me. Thanks for listening to my rant. Hang in there everyone. I think one day we will be okay. Now for OP's second update. Hey Reddit, I'm in a complicated situation and could use some advice. About 3 years ago, my longtime girlfriend of 10 years cheated on me. I didn't find out until after she broke up with me and left me for her affair partner. It was a devastating blow. Here's where things get even more complicated. During our breakup, we were still seeing each other, but she was also seeing the person she cheated on me with. It was like a situationship that lasted for a year. However, we eventually rekindled our relationship and have been together for a year now.
That's stupid! You're stupid! Stop being stupid!
Although our relationship is a lot better than before and we genuinely love each other, I still struggle with the pain from her affair. It's not as intense as it used to be, and I don't think about it as often, but it still lingers. I have so many unanswered questions that probably don't need answers, yet they haunt me. Sometimes late at night, I find myself lying in bed, wondering what they may have done together and if she's still capable of cheating again. It's a constant battle with my trust issues, even though our relationship has improved significantly. I would appreciate any advice or thoughts on how to overcome these lingering doubts and build trust again. Has anyone else been in a similar situation? How did you handle it? Any insights or suggestions would be greatly appreciated. TLDR, my girlfriend cheated on me for a year and a half, we broke up, and then got back together. Our relationship is much better now, but I still struggle with trust and thoughts about the affair. Looking for advice on how to overcome these doubts and build trust again.
OP, you're struggling because your gut is telling you that you made the wrong decision taking her back. How is your self-respect? Non-existent, obviously. Did you feel that when you broke up then, you will be alone and no one will love you? Of course you're correct, because you're a whiny, weak man, and nobody respects a simp. What you should have done was self-improve, went to therapy, gone to the gym, and focused on your career so you would be the best version of you for your next relationship. But instead, you became a damn donut and took her back. OP, she was with you for over 10 years, decided she no longer wanted you, but rather than ending it cleanly, she decided to monkey branch instead. But she was still not 100% convinced about the new guy, so she kept you around as a backup. And that is exactly what happened. She's only with you now because she got pumped and dumped by Chad.
Oh, is that right? Well, I sure hope somebody picks up that phone, because I f***ing called it!
Quite frankly, OP, you deserve to be in this situation. She will cheat again if she's not already. Good luck raising another man's children. And now for today's final story. I already forgave her cheating, but now I saw details and can't cope with the way she had sex. Posted by Reddit user Federal Engineer.
I am really freaking out right now and hope you guys can help me. My girlfriend of 2.5 years has cheated and I already forgave her. Now I learned that the sex was much worse than I expected and I don't know how to handle this. It happened about 2 months ago. My girlfriend was at a party at the shared apartment of some of her friends.
By the end of this, you are going to be crying like a little bitch.
Nothing special. I wasn't in town as I had to work in a different city. The next day she called me crying and told me that she had cheated. I was shocked. When I came back the day after that, we had a long talk. She didn't tell me much details and I didn't ask for it. She said that she had had a few drinks and just went with the flow, and then had sex there. I actually didn't ask with whom. As she seemed to be really sorry, I tried to get over it. It took me some time, but I actually managed to really forgive her, and I thought our relationship was on a good track again. Her cheating wasn't a topic at all anymore. I admit that I was wondering about details from time to time, but I didn't want to talk about it and thought that it doesn't matter. However, I was very, very wrong. Yesterday I talked to a guy who was there as well, and he seemed to be very surprised that I had been able to forgive her. I tried to explain to him that I appreciated her honesty and that she never tried to hide it at all. I wasn't able to understand his confusion until I was finally brave enough to ask about details. I almost blacked out when he told me. To cut a long story short, it wasn't just normal sex with one guy. She apparently slept with at least 3 of them and did things she'd never do with me. I still have no words for it. Actually, I thought he was making this up, but he had proof and I can't get this off my mind now. I don't know how to ever cope with this. I know that I didn't ask for details, but it still feels like she lied to me, even though she technically maybe didn't. I hate that I went through a lot of mental trouble to keep this relationship alive and now have to learn this. I am completely freaking out right now.
Wow, like a bitch.
And that's what Frieza said.
Great. A triple threat of simp stories. Look, OP, the relationship is done, you donut. She has never been honest with you with what went down. You'll never trust her again. I'm sorry that you had to hear that, but she's probably delighted that she managed to get away with it without you knowing the full story, like an idiot. Look, there are 2 lessons in this story. Never take a cheater back, and never approve of your woman going to whorehouse parties with her hoe friends. If she goes, you're out. Never tolerate bad behavior, gentlemen. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my channels for you to watch absolutely free. So please consider subscribing to me on Rumble and on YouTube. Both will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.